Networking is by far one of the most important aspects of becoming a successful business person. Being in the right rooms, being around the right people that have the right habits, and learning from them is definitely the key when it comes to becoming a better person, a better man, and also making more money. And fortunately for me, I've been going into different networking circles and different methods of doing that in order to open my mind to what's possible, to think so much bigger, and also to find a lot of success. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my tips when it comes to how I think about networking, how to actually network, and how to be in the right room so that you can actually learn from other people and develop opportunities for yourself. Now, before we get started, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and if you want to actually learn about sales and take your sales game to the next level, check out my masterclass, saleslegacy.com, to learn more. But let's get back into the video. And networking, why am I even making this video? Well, recently I actually went to a crypto retreat. As you know, I'm very into crypto, NFTs, Web3, and I basically am part of this community where there's a lot of successful crypto people part of it. And obviously there's a paid group, you have to buy an NFT to get in and all these things, right? But when I got to this event, what really opened my mind was the level of wealth some of these people have, right? I remember this one guy, we were sitting at dinner and he was saying yeah, me and my friends were about to buy a dinosaur. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, a fossil, they dig up a T-Rex in the ground. We were about to buy it for X amount of millions. And I'm like, what? It just opens my mind to what's possible. How are they making money? Are they different from me? Are they smarter than me? What are they doing differently? These are all the questions that are going through my mind as I'm sitting there at their table talking about these things. They got other people who are making millions, doing crypto things, exchanges and all these things. I'm like, what? How is that even possible? And I realized for a lot of these people, it's not as if they're smarter than me. It's that they found an opportunity that works with them in this specific niche and they created a really great product that people use and want to buy, and they found success doing that, right? And so by going to the retreat and seeing how people think, how they look for opportunity, opened my mind on how I can take myself to the next level. So how do you actually network with these kind of people so that you can unlock this for yourself? I think the first thing is there are always paid groups. I have nothing to sell you when it comes to paid groups, right? First of all, right? So don't think this is a sales pitch, but I've been doing this recently where I've been buying different NFTs because I'm in the NFT space, which grant you access to a network, which is the same as if you went to buy someone's Masterpine and you're spending $10,000 a year, $20,000 a year for an in-person retreat twice a year, right? It's the same thing. There's regular versions of it, there's crypto versions of it. They're all kind of the same idea. Paying for these events is one of the best ways to shortcut your networking, because first of all, when there's a paywall, let's say it's $6,000 or something to get into this group. Well, that's $6,000. Not a lot of people can afford that, right? And not many people are going to be willing to part $6,000 to just network with people. But there are entrepreneurs out there who have money, but they need to make more connections, and $6,000 isn't that much. So first of all, that money gate that is put up there, assuming the group is legit, actually makes a big difference in having more quality people in that group. So if you can afford it, especially if it's an asset that you can sell, for example, NFTs, if you buy an NFT for $6,000, you're part of the group. If you don't want to be part of the group anymore, you can sell it for $6,000 and then you're out of the group. So actually, to be a part of the community and leave can actually be for free. But for me, I'm keeping it because it's worth that money, right? So the paid networking groups are very, very valuable. From one networking event, you could talk to 30 different people, get 30 different experiences, and do all your networking in 2 days. That could be your networking for half a year. And that will actually get you very far. So you got to go where people congregate together. So it's usually at these retreats, maybe an industry event where everybody comes into one room, one warehouse, one showroom, and then you basically talk to 30 people at once. And then for the people that you feel are most relevant for you and you could help them out, that's where you continue to build a relationship outside of that event, right? So go to these big events where a bunch of people come, meet as many people as you can, try to get as many introductions as you can, and then you're kind of set there. The second big tip I have for you is you want to have a social media presence. So here's the thing I've learned about having social media, right? There are plenty of more people who are successful than me in this particular crypto group. Most people are actually more successful than me. That just is what it is. I'm there to learn, right? But the thing is, because I have a social media following, which is very difficult to do in the crypto space, and I'm also not anonymous, so I show my face, people respect me a lot more because of these things. Now, even though they make more money than me, they still respect me because they see the content I'm putting out, they see my authenticity, and they respect it. So having some bit of fame, even if it's niche fame, really goes a long way. Even if you have 10,000 followers on Twitter or YouTube or whatever the case is, people still see you as an influencer or celebrity in this particular field. They know that maybe you're not as successful as the big guys, but at the same time, you have some kind of fame and you're on the come up, so they want to network with you. That's much better than coming in with nothing, right? If you're a founder of a company and that company is successful, that's also good too. But if you're a nobody, people don't know who you are, you're just starting out, you're not really providing any value and people don't know why they should even spend time to even talk to you. If you have some social media presence, it kind of shows that you're somewhat legit. Maybe you can help promote their products in the future one day or something, right? right? Or maybe there's a connection that can be had. Having a social media presence is extremely valuable because you can always say like, oh, like, what do you do, Patrick? Oh, I create content on YouTube. Oh, whoa, let me see your content. I'll subscribe right now. That's usually how the conversation goes, right? Now, the third important tip I have for you is like, you gotta have some kind of value or offer, right? So when people typically connect with you, you always have to think not what you can get from them, but what they can get from you. Like for me in the crypto scene specifically, right? I am a content creator, meaning that if I want to do an interview with somebody or a project wants more exposure, I'm able to talk about that on my YouTube channel, and that's instant value. So they're gonna say, I need to talk to Patrick because I want more people to know about my project, right? That's instant value that I provide. Not only that, but I've also advised and consulted many other projects, especially around the anime niche, right? So I have this really strong hold and feel and grasp on how to market anime projects, which is a very specialized skill, but at the same time, it's a very big market. So any project who fits this category where number one, they want more exposure, and number two, they're doing something related to anime or gaming, they definitely want to know who I am. They definitely want me to feature them, and they definitely want me to help them in some capacity when it comes to giving them some kind of advice. So for all these founders, all these investors, all these builders who are building these type of products, I am the perfect person they need to meet because I bring value. It's very clear. I will get more people to know your project, more people will buy your project, and I can give you tips on how to sell more of your project. That also equates to I can help you make more money, right? If you're watching this, you're probably in sales, in marketing in some capacity, and your job is actually to help people make more money. So that's your value, right? So whatever industry you're working in, whatever company you're working at, you want to network with people, you have a sales skill set. All the things that you're watching on this channel and learning and implementing into your life, you're actually doing it. And so you're providing value by helping other people make money. So that's your way in. So my way in is I'm helping people make money in my particular niche. You want to also do that the same. And no matter what niche you're in, everybody wants to make money. So if you don't know what value to provide, that's the value that you can start with, especially if you are the type of person who watches these sales videos. And let me tell you a story of like how I actually implement this strategy into real life, right? So for example, people know that I'm really good at advising. They know that I'm good at marketing anime related projects. So I had a friend who introduced me to a friend, and basically we just all hung out to have dinner and just to hang out, right? And this person also doing some kind of project, and they were having troubles. And because everybody knew who I was, they already knew my track record, I was made that introduction. And that person who hosted the dinner ended up being one of my clients, which I helped with marketing. So that actually was a very big win for me in terms of having another client, but it was a big win for them because by connecting with me, I was able to increase the demand of their product. When you have a reputation, people invite you to things. That's just how it works, right? You help enough people, you provide enough value. When it's just like when somebody has like a crypto dinner, they're gonna be like, oh, who should we invite? Oh, Patrick's in town, let's invite him. He always have an interesting opinion, and I'm just invited. And even though they're not really trying to set up a business deal or anything, just for the fact that I provide some kind of value and I have an interesting opinion, they invite me to the table. And when I speak, people are like, oh wow, I want to learn more about how this guy's doing it. And then eventually I bring them on as a client. So if you want to network, if we were to summarize all that stuff, here's how you do it. Build a social media following so people have an idea of what you do and what value you provide. Have some kind of offer or service so that when you do network, you can actually make money out of it, aka provide marketing services, for example. And number 3, use the money that you make from providing these services to go into different groups, learn more about what people are doing, especially people who have money, and then offer your services to those guys if it makes sense. And it's not like you're taking money from them. If you're helping somebody make money and they're giving you money in return, everybody's winning, right? And so that's the master plan when it comes to networking. If you have a marketing and sales skill set, which most of you guys do if you are watching this video. And by the way, if you want to even increase your marketing skill set, your sales skill set, you want to make sure you check out my masterclass, Sales Legacy, at saleslegacy.com, where I'm basically teaching you everything I know about sales, from generating leads, closing deals, negotiations, pitching, and even how to get a sales job if that's something you are interested in. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next one.